From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway from Kansas City. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Check, Panther. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Come on. Set. 70, Timberwolf. Bring it. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. But you look at this Patriots defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Calhoun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very nervous when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a forward.
Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Calhoun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Calhoun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Fights through it, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. Now they send a man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Walker. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Ryland on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Calhoun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Third and 20. Looking to throw. Calhoun. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Running left is Walker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
52 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Attack. Yellow. Hey, 43. Attack.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And the Patriot first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
To the right side, this is Walker.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Mahomes now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
15. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ridley. Come back.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Second and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way that...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Calhoun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
How about this?
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A gear for Walker running right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ken Walker. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Shot.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Come on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ready, up.
Off the bootleg, Calhoun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now here is another interception. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And that is incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Calhoun.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chiefs nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back to Walker on first down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Attack, attack! Yellow! Attack!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 49, Chiefs nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Back to throw. Calhoun.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And now here is another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Walker now on first and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Second and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football, and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a first and goal at the 1.
Let's go!
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chiefs, nothing. Chad Ryland, the kickoff for the Patriots.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay,
The
ready?
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw. Calhoun. And he will find his man on the outside. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready, break! Check, check! Go!
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On the ready.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
18, Pioneers. 19, Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Calhoun.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And now here is another interception. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Yellow, yellow.
2nd and 20.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues.
Yellow, yellow.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
Off play action. Calhoun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Come on, come on.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
On the set.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Calhoun. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A
pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On the give, it's Walker.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for New England, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my weight since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these hoes when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f***. I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, oh, had to come and intervene. Well, them keys to that Bentley, I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, tryna show the world how it sound. I'm around and make the wrong turn, we don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking them off, spin it back on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashing with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed, this get hard and I get it. But long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image, this was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another